Oh, hey, family. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome back to the cave within, that is. I am Clifton Pope of Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business, and this is your ambient sanctuary for all things poetry, everything meditation, and you can't go wrong with some stillness as well to round up that PMS effect. And tonight is Night Sanctuary Live, Saturday night for the spirit. I thank y'all once again for joining me on this live stream, kicks.com backslash Mr. Did Not Give Up 44 at Mr. Did Not Give Up 44. Be sure to subscribe to the stream, or it's more than a stream, honestly. This is a digital sanctuary to where you could simply unwind, to where you can reflect, to where you can kick back and study, to where you can work with a nice, relaxing atmosphere in the background, pray, meditate, journal, all of those things to help you tune into your own moment of silence. That is what the cave within is truly all about. And again, tonight is Night Sanctuary Live, Saturday night for the spirit, of course. And this stream is for unwinding and returning to yourself, right? Through a balanced fusion of poetry, meditation, guided breath, ambient soundscape, and frequency based immersion. And for those who are tuning in for the first time, welcome aboard. And for those who are back for another edition as we're rounding out our launch week for the Cave Within, welcome back home. Welcome back home. As always, this is for the restless souls, this is for the night healers, and this is for the deep feelers. And again, like I mentioned earlier, this is a live digital sanctuary for people who want to unwind at night, who want to study or focus, or if they want to just wind down or fall asleep after having themselves a very adventurous, I'm sure, soulful Saturday. Light up the spirit, fire up the soul as we round out another week, reflect on it, of course, and tune in to where you could feel more spiritually and creatively recentered. So, again, look at it like this. So whether your week was heavy, loud, beautiful, exhausting, or confusing, you are in the right room tonight, like always, baby, because this is not a place you have to perform, y'all. This is not a place you have to prove, that's for sure. This is just a place you can arrive. As we take our first guided breath, for those who are tuning in for the first time, we always start off with a guided breath. As we sit up in a nice, tall, upright, seated position, for those who are sitting down right now, or for those who are laying down, just relax yourself and release all tension and stress from within as we gather ourselves, and we'll take a nice inhale through our nose together for about 3 to 5 seconds, and then hold your breath for 3 to 5 seconds, and then exhale slowly. 3 to 5 seconds through your nose or through your mouth, whichever is comfortable, just like always. Because here at the Cave Within, breath work is the superhero of self care. So let us be saved by the power of the breath as we inhale through our nose. 3 to 5 seconds. Hold your breath for 3 to 5 seconds, and then exhale slowly through your nose or through your mouth. Simply breathing in, breathing out, letting your shoulders drop, relaxing your jaw, softening your hands, continuing to inhale through the nose, hold your breath, and then exhale through the nose or through the mouth for about 3 to 5 seconds. As always, here at the Cave Within, we're always inhaling calm and exhaling stress. We're shifting from fight or flight to rest and digest. So let the room around you become less important. than the room within you. And as always, here at the cave within, if you are here to rest, let this hold your exhale. If you're here to study, let this hold your focus. If you're here to reflect, even, let this be the soft place where your inner voice gets easier to hear. And if this space helps you breathe easier, like always, like I mentioned in the beginning of this live stream, this nighttime sanctuary, Saturday night for the spirit, the cave within, kicks.com/ Mr. Did Not Give Up 44 at Mr. Did Not Give Up 44, which is inspired by my recent book, The Man Who Didn't Give Up, that released last November 2025. You can get your copy, ebook, paperback, and hardcover. Had to plug that in because that's where my tag came from. Mr. Did Not Give Up 44. And basically, brief overview of the man who didn't give up. It's me summarizing what I went through in 2024 all the way to about summertime 2025. It was very chaotic. There was a lot of turmoil and a lot of uncertainty, but of course, through the grace of the Most High God and the powers that be within the universe that the Most High God designed, was able to find a will and find a way and just make it through day by day, step by step. That's all it is. That's all it is. But if this space helps you breathe easier, like I mentioned earlier, so we can stay on track, support it by subscribing at Mr. Did Not Give Up 44, kicks.com/ Mr. Did Not Give Up 44, because honestly, as we round up this launch week for the Cave Within, your support helps me personally become more empowered, uplifted, and inspired to keep creating these soundscapes, which more soundscapes are coming soon, like this spring night background that we're listening to where we're in tune overall with the spring night vibes, right? And when it comes to these spring night vibes, picture yourself relaxing out in the nature with the crickets chirping and the wind blowing in a calm fashion enough to where you are in a different world of peace. Now that's my type of spring night. I don't know about you, but that's what I want to create within these soundscapes since we are officially in the spring, of course, with the spring equinox passing a little over a week ago. But again, your overall support, if you when you subscribe to at Mr. Did Not Give Up 44 and kicks.com/ Mr. Did Not Give Up 44, your support helps me keep creating these soundscapes you're listening to, these readings, these guided nights. So, therefore, welcome to the sanctuary, everybody. Welcome to the sanctuary. Before we step into the poetry, let's just settle in together. We're going to continue on with the guided breath as we warmed up from a little bit earlier, for sure. We're going to dive right into the guided breath. We're going to dive into that guided breath. That's for sure. And if it feels good to you, close your eyes or soften your gaze, whichever feels good to you, of course. I want you to take one breath into your chest. Kind of inhale through your nose for about 3 to 5 seconds. Let the breath fill up your chest, get deeper into the belly button, and then quietly tell yourself as you exhale slowly, I am here. I could slow down, and this moment is enough. As we inhale through our nose, let the breath flow through the chest and all the way down into the belly button, opening up your diaphragm. And as you exhale, slowly but surely through your nose or mouth, whatever feels good to you, with your eyes closed or with your gaze softened. As you inhale and as you exhale, just quietly tell yourself, I am here. I can slow down, and this moment is enough. Just kind of repeat that process for about 2 to 3 more inhales. Again, inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your nose or mouth, and reminding yourself that you are here and that you're more than capable of slowing down. But most importantly, this moment is enough. As we take it moment by moment, that's all we can do, y'all, because this moment is always enough as long as we take it moment by moment. That's the truth, y'all. That is the truth. And as we take one more inhale through our nose together, let the breath flow through your chest all the way down to your belly button one more time, opening up your diaphragm, going into your TBA and pelvic floor, exhaling again through your nose or through your mouth, whichever is more comfortable, reminding yourself one more time that I am here, I can slow down, and this moment is enough. Better yet, tell yourself, I am here, I can soften, and this moment is enough. You know, you know, you know, you definitely know. Because sometimes the greatest gift we can give ourselves is not a solution, it's a pause. Sometimes we got to hit the pause button every now and then just so we can slow down, take a step back, assess the situation, see things more clearly within our mind and our body and our spirit and our heart and our gut and our soul. Not only that, see things clearly within every situation and scenario that we're involved in, and also see things clearly from pretty much just everywhere around us, if you really think about it. And then when we're able to see things clearly, excuse me, the way I see it, we gain more clarity, clarity of our inner knowing, clarity of every situation and scenario that we get ourselves involved in, but most importantly, clarity of what's going on around us, clarity of what's going on around us. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Because again, when it comes to, the greatest gift we can give ourselves is not always a solution, although solutions are great. I'm not against solutions at all. But sometimes we just got to hit the pause button because that pause is long enough for the nervous system to stop racing. Pause is long enough for the mind to stop sprinting. But look at it like this also. Pause long enough for the soul to say, I'm still here. And tonight, we're practicing that pause because this is the Nighttime Sanctuary live stream. Saturday night for the spirit, y'all. And the cave within. This is your ambient sanctuary of your balanced fusion poetry, meditation, and stillness. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and tip yours truly at Mr. Did Not Give Up 44, kicks.com/ Mr. Did Not Give Up 44. You can't go wrong with either or. I thank y'all for tuning into this live stream on this Saturday night for sure. As we transition into our poetry immersion, like always, for those who are listening for the first time, once we warm ourselves up with a nice little guided breaths by yours truly, and we tune into the stillness a little bit, I like to do at least one or two poems based on the live stream theme, just so we can kind of set the tone of the balanced fusion. That way I can give you a mixture of all things combined for sure. So that's basically what we are doing right now with that. So I'm excited about that. I'm really, really am excited about that. So, the first poem that I have prepared for y'all tonight, give me 1 second, y'all, as I drink my water real quick. That way we can get into this poetry immersion here on the Cave Within. Here we go. The first poem I have is, of course, named after the title of this stream, Night Sanctuary. There are places the body recognizes before the mind explains them, room with softer light, a slower breath, a sound that does not demand but receives, and suddenly the ribs loosen. The jaw remembers it was never meant to hold the whole week in place. Night comes not only to darken the sky, but to lower the volume of everything we have survived. Since morning, so come in, sit down, unclench, let the sanctuary become audible inside you. Not because life has stopped asking things of you, but because your spirit still deserves a place to land. Let that breathe. Got to let it breathe and let it build, let it sink in like always. I want to read this poem one more time here because I really, again, want this to really sink in for sure. Love it. Cave Within, y'all. First poem, Night Sanctuary. As again, it goes like this for the people in the back. There are places where the body recognizes. Before the mind explains them, room with softer light, a slower breath, a sound that does not demand but receives, and suddenly the ribs loosen. The jaws remembers it was never meant to hold the weak in place. Night comes not only to darken the sky, but to lower the volume of everything we have survived since morning. So come in, sit down, unclench. Let the sanctuary become audible inside you, not because life has stopped asking things of you, but because your spirit deserves a place to land. We're going to let that sink in for about 30 seconds to a minute. I want y'all to really process that. Let me know how y'all are feeling in the chat about that first poem, Night Sanctuary, named after the Night Sanctuary Live, Saturday night for the spirit, the cave within. I thank y'all for tuning in to this Saturday night live stream. I appreciate that. Y'all continue to hit that subscribe button. Mr. Did Not Give Up 44 at Mr. Did Not Give Up 44. I truly appreciate y'all for sure. I do this for y'all. I do this for y'all without a doubt. I love it. Some good stuff. Good stuff. But honestly, after processing that poem myself, The Night Sanctuary, there's so much how you can kind of dive into it in a way because you got to let that settle where it lands sometimes, you know? And when you let it settle where it lands, some of you have been carrying the whole week on your shoulders as far as dealing with the entire 7 days within a week. It's been just on top of your shoulders like big boulders or something, you know? But tonight, we're going to switch things around a little bit. You want to know why? Because tonight is permission to put some of it down on the ground. You got to put it down on the ground, y'all. You got to put all that unnecessary heavy weight that we really don't need to be putting on ourselves. You got to put it down on the ground. We must put it down on the ground. And here's the reason why we got to put it on the ground because we can't keep we can't keep being restless souls, right? So as we keep this poetry immersion going on this nighttime sanctuary live stream, Saturday night for the spirits, y'all, and this one is for the restless souls because that's the second poem that I have for y'all tonight. It's for the restless souls. For the restless souls, the midnight minds, the deep feelers with thunder in their chest, this space was made for you. For the ones who hold it together all day long, only to come apart when the room gets quiet. For the night healers who do their best mending when the world stops demanding and the heart finally starts speaking. For the ones who need stillness, not because they are weak, but because they have been strong for too long. So come in, sit down, breathe. You do not have to outrun yourself tonight. Got to let that sink in as we process it and as we digest it for sure. This is for all the restless souls out there, y'all. Doing this for the restless souls, without a doubt. As we do that second poem one more time so we can really let process it and really let this sink in. For the restless souls, the midnight minds, the deep feelers with thunder in their chest, this space was made for you. For the ones who hold it together all day only to come apart. When the room gets quiet, for the night healers who do their best mending, when the world stops demanding and the heart finally starts speaking. For the ones, for the ones who need stillness, not because they are weak, but because they have been strong for too long. So come in, sit down, and breathe. You do not have to outrun yourself tonight. That's never had to been the case, y'all. You never have to outrun yourself. And if that touched you, I really want that to let it stay because here at the cave within, it's not about rushing past your feelings. It's about meeting them with enough space, sound, and stillness for them to tell the truth. I love it, y'all. I love it. This is good stuff, y'all. This is really, really good stuff. As we get ready to transition into some deep ambient block, like always on this soulful Saturday. But before we do that, let me know how y'all are feeling about this poetry that I'm doing for y'all on this live stream. We're trying to unwind, we're trying to reflect, we're trying to study a little bit, have this as a nice, calm, relaxing background vibes to create those nice, calm, cool, collective, positive vibrations to where we can attract that within the universe based off of the law of attraction, the law of vibration, the universal laws, a combination of at least three or four of the universal laws, like again, the law of attraction, the law of vibration, the law of compensation, the law of perpetual transmutation of energy, just a few of them just to name out. Stuff that we'll probably get into maybe over future streams and stuff like that. I might talk about one of the universal laws maybe for the special stream that we're going to be doing for tomorrow. Y'all tune in for the Sunday night soul stream to cap off the launch week for the cave within. Same time, same place, around about 10 p.m., no later than 11 p.m., as we cruise into the night like always with the cave within. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let me know how y'all are feeling in the chat about this poetry, y'all. Don't be shy. I don't bite. I'm all for an open, honest, heart to heart conversation. Let's make it happen, y'all. This is the Nighttime Sanctuary, the Cave Within live stream, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And also be sure to share this stream with those who may need it, those who need to kind of relax and those who need to kind of unwind themselves for a little bit. All we can do is help make a difference and make an impact on one person at a time, one day at a time, one step at a time. That's all we're doing here at the Cave Within as we go from caves to crowns. Because, again, when I refer to cave within, we all have an eternal cave, hence our dark shadow that is the darker parts of ourselves and our psyche that we keep hidden from the world, right? And some of us are afraid, or some of us haven't figured out how to confront our shadow. But when you look at it from this perspective, as far as birth and discovery and transformation taking place in the dark, taking place within the shadow, in the way of just acknowledging, accepting, and embracing it for what it is and utilizing it as a launch pad for growth and improvement and evolution, as I lean on the wisdom and understanding of the Most High God and the universe that was beautifully designed by the Most High God and just nature itself, that's how I'm feeling right now. And it's like I say all the time, and I tell people this all the time, y'all. Stay loaded with the ultimate gun at all costs. God, universe, nature. And again, as we transition into a deeper ambient block, we're going to move now into the deeper ambient portion of the night. Like always, for those who are tuning in, this is usually where we focus on less words, more sound, more space, more stillness. And like always, this is this part here is for you to study. This part is here for you to focus. This part is here for you to breathe, journal, pray, rest, meditate, sleep, or simply just be held by the atmosphere for a while. Can't go wrong with that, either or just do a combination of all the things that I just mentioned. Why not? And while you're at it, y'all, as we're building this community within the cave, within this ambient sanctuary for the balanced fusion of poetry, meditation, and stillness, let me know what you're doing right now in the chat. If you're studying right now in the chat, put study. If you're focusing right now and locked into that flow state, put focus. If you're breathing right now, put breathe. If you're journaling, put journal. Put all these things in the chat. If you're praying after you finished your prayer, say pray in the chat. If you're resting right now, that's perfectly fine. And if you're sleeping right now, that's also perfectly fine. Or if you're just being simply held by the atmosphere for a while, put atmosphere in the chat too. Put all of these things in the chat. That way we can continue to interact and we can build this community and form unity, one person at a time, one day at a time, one step at a time. That's all we got to do, y'all. That is all we got to do. That is for sure. And as always, as this soundscape, settles in, and I want you to let your body to hear this. You are safe enough to soften. You are safe enough to rest. You are safe enough to be here, and you are safe enough to return to yourself. As I say this one more time, because I really want your body to hear this as this soundscape that's playing right now continues to settle in. Let your body hear this, everyone. You are safe enough to soften. You are safe enough to rest. You are safe enough to be here right now. But most importantly, you are safe enough to return to yourself as we are officially locking into our deep ambient frequency block. I want y'all to kind of just dive in nice and easy, nice and slowly as we close our eyes, soften our gaze, I want you to kind of focus in on always on your breath, that nice, calm, cool, collected inhale through your nose, holding your breath for a few seconds, 3 to 5 exactly, and exhale through the nose or through the mouth, whichever is more comfortable for you. As we begin our guided breath, inhaling through our nose, exhaling through our nose or mouth, reminding ourselves we are safe enough to soften, safe enough to rest, safe enough to be here, and safe enough to return to ourselves. Focusing in on that inhale through your nose, holding that breath for 3 to 5 seconds, and then exhaling slowly for 3 to 5 seconds. And as we do so, like always, in the cave within this ambient sanctuary, we're going to remove ourselves from our thoughts. We're going to remove ourselves from our emotions. We're going to remove ourselves from our feelings. We're going to remove ourselves from the ego. We're going to remove ourselves from the physical realm as we transition into the emotion, the energy and motion within us, into the spiritual realm within us, becoming the observer and becoming the watcher of everything within you physically, acknowledging, accepting, and embracing that it's still there and it's not going anywhere. We're just the observer and we're just the watcher because as we inhale through our nose, as we exhale through our nose or mouth, we're going to transition into just reminding ourselves within our body within a few minutes. You are safe enough to soften. You are safe enough to rest. You are safe enough to be here. And you are safe enough to return to yourself. As we dive deep into the meditation, I'll be right back, but I'll be right here. As we continue to let the sound hold you, continue to unclench the jaw, soften the shoulders. As a friendly reminder, as we continue to inhale through our nose, as we exhale through our nose or mouth, whichever's more suitable, inhaling calm, exhaling stress. We continue to remind ourselves you do not have to force stillness. Let it find you. Let it find you. As we switch the soundscape up a little bit, continue to let the sound hold you. Continue to listen to the birds sing, visualizing the birds singing, birds flying together in a nice flock, streams flowing down a beautiful green forest, beautiful, amazing nature sound. continuing to let the sound hold you, focusing in on the sound, coming back to the breath as we continue to inhale, as we continue to exhale. And if your mind wanders, gently just come back. Let's return to yourself. Let the body remember it is safe as we stay here for just a little bit longer. All right, y'all. All right. As we continue to let the sound hold us for just a little bit longer, continuing to focus in on the breath, continuing to inhale through the nose, exhaling through the nose or mouth. As a friendly reminder, you do not have to force stillness. Let it find you. And if your mind wanders, gently come back. Return to yourself and let the body remember it is safe as we continue to stay here for just a little bit longer, just about 4 to 5 more minutes, as we come back to the breath, inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your nose or mouth, as we let the sound hold us for another 4 to 5 minutes. Be right back. All right, everybody. We're still here. We're still here. We're rocking and rolling as we slowly but surely make our transition before we continue and wind things down within our meditation, balance fusion meditation. I want to do a quick little public service announcement as we wind things down. For those who have been asking for something you can take with you off stream, I will be releasing the first Night Sanctuary pack by early to mid-April. Again, product announcement. Be on the lookout for the first Night Sanctuary pack by early to mid-April. That's coming soon. Inside that pack, there will be pieces designed to help you carry this experience with you anytime you need it. It may include a poetry reading and frequency immersion. It may or may not include guided breathwork and soundscape audio. Or who knows, maybe a guided meditation and frequency immersion experience. Regardless, a night sanctuary pack is on the way by early to mid-April. Be on the lookout for that. It's coming very soon. So if this space helps you sleep, study, breathe, or just come back to yourself, there's going to be a way to carry that with you beyond the live stream with the night sanctuary pack coming early to mid-April. And that's coming soon. And also, my new book, Infinity Chakras, A Journey Within, is coming soon, very soon, sooner than you think, to Amazon. And with that, there will also be a book premiere event coming soon as well. Live on the Cave Within Ambient Sanctuary, I will be doing a book premiere event coming very soon as well. So stay tuned. A lot is unfolding from this sanctuary. And if this stream gives you peace tonight, remember everyone, hit that subscribe button at Mr. Did Not Give Up 44. Kicks.com / Mr. Did Not Give Up 44. Subscribe or tip to help keep it alive because, like I mentioned earlier, your support, one person at a time, one day at a time, one step at a time, it's that support right there that helps keep these soundscapes, these readings, these guided meditations simply flowing more than ever. And as we wind down our meditation for tonight with 3 final inhales and 3 final exhales, making them the biggest inhales and the biggest exhales that we're going to do within our nighttime, night sanctuary live Saturday night for the spirit meditation. As we inhale through our nose, holding our breath for 3 to 5 seconds, exhaling for 3 to 5 seconds. As we inhale through our nose, holding our breath for 3 to 5 seconds, letting the breath flow within the chest down to our belly button, and exhale for 3 to 5 seconds. Making our final inhale and our final exhale our biggest and most important and impactful one yet. One final inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose or through the mouth. Coming back into our thoughts, our emotions, our feelings, our ego, the physical realm. I want us to slowly open our eyes, come back together. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It's good to be back, y'all. And as we begin to come back together, I want to ask you, How are you feeling right now? If you want, like always, y'all, drop a word in the chat. Please, by all means, drop a word in the chat. I want to see y'all active in the chat a little bit more, like Barbara Florence was last night. She was very active in the chat. I want y'all to be active in the chat. Let me know how you're feeling right now after the guided breaths, after the poetry, after the meditation. How are we feeling? Drop a word in the chat. Do you feel calm, grounded, sleepy, reflective, emotional, lighter, clear, present? Whatever you're feeling right now, please, by all means, drop a word in the chat. Whatever comes to the spirit and to the soul, and whatever is true to you, is always welcome at the cave within. And if you've been studying, working, journaling, breathing, praying, or simply resting, also let me know in the chat. Did the space help you settle? Did the sound help your mind slow down? Did the poetry meet you where you are tonight? Please, by all means, let your views, your beliefs, your opinions, your thoughts, let them all be known in the chat. The cave within is a open mind, open, honest, heart to heart conversation, spirit to spirit, soul to soul. And quite honestly, y'all, I love seeing how this sanctuary lands for different people. I really do love it. You know, even if it's just one person at a time, one day at a time, one step at a time. I'm grateful for the couple of followers that I have gained within this launch week of this live stream because all it takes is one at the end of the day. All it takes is one. That's my favorite philosophy. And the fact that I already have gained a couple of followers within the cave within on this launch week of this live ambient sanctuary of the PMS effect, poetry, meditation, and stillness mixed together with a nice balanced fuse. As time goes on, I could already see it, feel it, believe it, imagine it, which means I could already manifest it to the point where it's already finished. It's already done. It's already taken care of. It's already mine because I've already received it in the highest level of prosperity. And it's already signed, sealed, and delivered with my name on it in the highest level of abundance. And it all comes down to the divine timing of the Most High God within the universe that the Most High God designed. And within that, everything's going to be all right. And that's why I say all of that to say, as time goes on, I could already see how this sanctuary is going to continue to land from different people, different spirits, different souls. Because again, like I say throughout this stream, some of you come here to exhale, some come here to focus, some come here to sleep. And that's perfectly fine, by all means. Let the sound of my voice and the sound of the ambient soundscapes slowly rock you to sleep, by all means. Some come here to reconnect spiritually. And quite honestly, all of that belongs here. It really, really does. With all that being said, I want to thank y'all for being here tonight for the Night Sanctuary Live, for the Cave Within, your ambient sanctuary for all things poetry, meditation, and stillness. And I'm not going to lie to y'all, this definitely has been awesome. It's been very, very awesome. Give yourselves a round of applause. Give yourselves a round of applause. Man, you gotta cheer for yourself. You gotta give yourself a round of applause. You gotta fire yourself up right now because honestly, I thank you for helping make this more than a stream. I think y'all, as time goes on, as I already see it, feel it, believe it to the point to where I'm imagining it more than ever and been manifesting it to the point to where it's already signed, sealed, and delivered in abundance through the universe, the Most High God designed, that with all y'all's help, day by day, step by step, this is going to be a real sanctuary, y'all. And again, my name is Clifton Pope of Health, Fitness, Wealth Business. And this is the cave within, y'all. And remember, this is for the restless souls. This is for the night feelers. This is for the deep feelers, y'all. For the deep feelers. Saturday night for the spirit, everyone. Stay tuned for the Night Sanctuary Pack. That's coming very soon. My next poetry book, Infinity Chakras, Journey Within, that is also coming very soon. And the upcoming book premiere event with more details and a date coming very, very soon. Lots to unpack within the cave within. This launch week has been very special in many ways, and it shall continue to grow and improve and evolve day by day, step by step. As I wish y'all a peaceful and a restful night, to my cave within family, breathe deep, rest easy, and come back whenever you need the sanctuary. Peace, love, positive vibrations, y'all. And I'll see y'all on the next stream.